home with the man got one phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Know you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running in down the finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go beat. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad.
It is a building that first hosted football way back in 1966 as EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Oakland, California. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Denver Broncos, and he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line, and the Oakland Raiders.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. All day, dog. Check.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the big penalty.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll drop the throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 6 on the run. They're going to be faced now with a 3rd and 12.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. 23 yards on the play.
Watch 81. You're mine. Single receiver.
Carnell on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league. And that was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
Check 13.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Did your high school have that saying, push them back cheer?
I was a kicker.
Well, it certainly worked. Didn't matter whether we were kickers or not. That one worked, didn't it? They pushed him back at his last snap of the ball, and boy, they created a nice play for themselves. Would they lose 3 on that one?
Yeah, from the 1 back to the... And he's in! Touchdown, Raiders! Tevin Coleman, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The first down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. And that only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. That's complete to Jake Butt. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
We ain't giving them nothing with that. There you go.
They'll set up to throw. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Ricky Seals-Jones, the intended target, but it's going to be second down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now Carr. His throw incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively.
That's a really fine play there, because anytime you see a comeback route, that means you cannot just stay in one spot and make a play on the ball. You've got to move your feet and move with the receiver. That's exactly what he did.
And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's second down. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Carr to throw again. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it.
Topper!
They'll run it with Coleman. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Coleman now. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. On 2nd and 11 now. Carr. And his throw is incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half, because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there, hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
I certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Parker, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find one to get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. 2nd and 13. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the end. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. short throw pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
A big gain of 39 on 3rd. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
This quick pass complete to Sutton. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Cortland Sutton. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well, they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So here are the Raiders now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10.
I can't believe they let you play.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Carr. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 3rd catch of this 1st half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. White Monday.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jacobs.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland 1st down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. And sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Give me that ball, defense.
On second down and 4. Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
On third down, here's Coleman. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
I'm here all day.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Got a man. That's complete to Hamilton. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. They'll look to throw here. Aguilar has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
15-9.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That one into the hands of Hamilton. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So we've reached the intermission. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To throw his Carr. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Come on, fellas.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Carr to throw. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. So they were able to put the pen to the paper this week, get this deal done, contract extension. And I'm sure that the coach's front office happy. He's got to be happy too, though.
He's got to be relieved. He doesn't have to worry about moving now. Doesn't have to worry about not having a team. He's back with a team he's comfortable with and where he feels he belongs. Yeah, I think he feels pretty good about this whole deal.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43.
And let's pin them ears back and go full strength.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now they'll throw with Carr. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
6:37.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. They'll rifle this one, and that's caught inside the 30. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
This will be caught inside the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
In your face.
Shotgun now for Carr. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2. Always important to get the first score of the 2nd half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27 yards. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half, Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The reception good for 7. It's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now back to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sail, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have to find something right now to stop this offense. From the 24, Carr. He'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Watch out. Tight end right, 734.
Throwing on 2nd down. Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got it? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Watch the pass. Tight dog. This way, Chief. 694.
Carr now to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Here's Carr. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Ricky Seals Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their... tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. 30, past the 20, and all the way home for a Broncos score. A great effort there. 83 yards. And the Broncos get a bit closer. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
This will be fielded at the 6.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
61, match box.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They'll run on first down. Jacobs. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
And that's the type of run that you'll live with. In this game, he's had a good number of carries. He's just been unable to really break off anything substantial.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On second down now, it's Jacobs. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. The Raiders on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Coleman. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Ricky Seals-Jones, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Coleman. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Two-jet bomber.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
The Raiders on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beef eaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beef eaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Freeman. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Only a yard of the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Well, partner, if we had their entire playbook in front of us, I'm not sure we would have picked out that play as the one to run in that situation. How about the guts of the offensive coordinator? Dialing that one up into great success.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Here we go.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll look to throw. It's caught by Aguilar. Now they got to get to the line quickly. 2nd and 6. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They'll drop the throw. He completes this to Sutton.
But when you hit him...
And all the way home for a Bronco score. Cortland Sutton, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos cut into that lead.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They will run again with Coleman. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Come on, set. 70, Indy. General West.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Go.
Running is Jacobs. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Hayden Hurst, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that. But there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it on the other.